how every year the Nigerian government claims to be spending billions of naira to cushion hardship for ordinary people? Well, it seems all that money isn't really landing where it should. The latest World Bank report has dropped some cold hard truths, and trust me, it's not looking good at all. I'm going to walk you through the numbers, the gaps, the mess, and you'll see why even with all these safety net programs, poverty is still biting hard. Now, according to the report titled The State of Social Safety Nets in Nigeria, only 44% of benefits from government-funded social safety net schemes actually reach the poor Nigerians who need them the most. Isn't this shocking? The government has said it is targeting 15 million households, roughly 70 million people, through its digital cash grant scheme. Now, Finance Minister Wale Edun revealed that about 8.5 million households have already received at least 125,000 naira payment, while the remaining 6.5 million households should be paid before the end of the year. Yet, the World Bank says the spending is still inefficient, with poor Nigerians receiving a smaller slice of the pie despite making up a majority of the beneficiaries. Now, just in case you don't understand, here's the breakdown. Roughly 56% of program recipients are poor, but they get only 44% of the total benefits. Why, you might ask? Well, most programs, including the National Social Safety Net program, dole out a fixed amount per household, not per person. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Poor families are often larger, meaning the already small benefits get split among more mouths. Some initiatives like the National Homegrown School Feeding Program, which targets individuals rather than households, fare better. But even that one has its limits, covering only pupils in grades 1 to 3 and lacking full national reach. Then there's the spending issue. Nigeria allocates barely 0.14% of its GDP to social protection. That's a far cry from the global average of 1.5% and the sub-Saharan African average of 1.1%. So what does this mean? According to the World Bank, all the combined programs have reduced the national poverty headcount by just 0.4 percentage points. In other words, despite all the interventions, cash transfers, school feeding, you name it, the poverty needle has barely moved. And if you think donor money is helping, think again. Nigeria relies heavily on foreign aid to fund its safety nets. Now, between 2015 and 2021, 60% of federal spending on safety net programs came from development assistance, with the World Bank alone providing over 90% of that. The report warns that such dependence is risky and any dip in donor support could leave the country scrambling. According to the World Bank, Nigeria urgently needs fiscal space to fund lasting social safety nets. Otherwise, all the money spent will barely make a dent in poverty. So guys, there you have it. Despite billions being spent and countless programs in place, the reality is stark. Most of the support isn't reaching the people who need it the most, and poverty remains stubbornly high. The numbers don't lie. Inefficiency, limited coverage, and over-reliance on donor funds are holding Nigeria back from building meaningful social safety nets. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think needs to change for these programs to truly help ordinary Nigerians? Is it better targeting, increased funding, or something else entirely? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. I'm curious to see what solutions you believe could make a real difference.